Yo, guys, yo, guys. It is Old Man G here, back again. And it is the Europa League final, Manchester United versus Tottenham Hotspur, for what basically is the season of these two clubs. But before we get into it, guys, remember, if you are new to the channel, to like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio. Follow us on Twitter at Red Devil Studio X. Smash that like button, etc., etc. I'm your man, RDS here, and we are only a few minutes away from kickoff. They're showing Rio, they're showing Bale, they're showing Berbatov is there as well for some reason. So a lot of United talent there. But yeah, we are, guys. I'm incredibly nervous. Like, this is probably the biggest game in Manchester United's recent history. I know we won a Europa League and a Carabao with six, but under Mourinho. But this is different. We've had the worst season in Manchester United, well, recent history, because I know Manchester United were relegated. I'm not going to say the worst ever season. But the club, as with the stature of Manchester United, it's been a terrible season. And we got to win. At least with Spurs, if Spurs lose, now people forget Spurs have money. Okay, Spurs are not in debt. Spurs, there is no real expectation from the ownership for them to win trophies. Otherwise, they spend loads of money. Otherwise, they would have kept their players. They would have done these things. Spurs have not done that. Okay, there's far more pressure on Manchester United to win this than there is on Spurs. Even though I appreciate Spurs have won a trophy in ages, and if there was any opportunity to do so, they are going to be. Spurs have a reason. They are going to be like, and we've already seen this year how many teams this year have new teams that haven't won trophies in goodness knows how long. How many of them have actually won trophies? Newcastle haven't won trophies this year. The fans want it. Like, it's just both teams want it for different reasons, is what I'm trying to say. So, but we have to want it more. We have to want it more. I see some of the comments coming through. I'll just highlight some of them up. As you can see, the comment feature, there's some that are popping up onto the right of the screen. So your comments will just come up. I've noticed them. I'm seeing them. Big up everyone as well who's watching. Make sure you like. Big up as always, bro. Big fan here. I have a feeling I'll be nervous play. United have to win. Dropping my costume. Thank you so much, Eddie. Big up the chat. Ruben is confident. He is confident. That lineup. I mean, we'll talk about the lineup, but there are a few surprises. I'll come to in a second. What was your prediction again, bro? I think I predicted, my prediction is 2-1 to Manchester United. Because I don't think we'll score loads of goals against Spurs. Of course, yeah. When you look at all the results, they beat us at Old Trafford, but we did have 10 men. We fell apart early in the season. I think that was when Ten Hag was still manager. Then, obviously, Carabao Cup was 4-3. We swapped keepers. Both keepers were banter. And then the last one of the season, where you can make a case where really even taking seriously, it was 1-0. It's always been a kind of 1-0 thing. It was 50. So I think over the season, we've definitely closed the gap. And I would argue that, we certainly have it. We certainly have a lot more options off the bench, as well as more depth compared to Spurs. But that said, they're still dangerous. Big up Samasi. What's up? I'm doing okay. Not too bad. Aside, Gantry must be crying. Big ups. It does feel like a final. This definitely does feel like a final. Let me quickly go into we're obviously streaming on Twitch as well. So shout out to those watching on Twitch as well. What am I doing? No, not that. Try. Keep that. let me just quickly look at the lineups here. So there's some interesting. So obviously Vicario, Poro, Romero. Romero, people need to keep an eye on this dude because he will get someone sent off, and he has had players before. We've had, I think, 2 red cards against Spurs. They know how to get, so we need to be composed here. Bruno needs to be composed. Van der Ven, Odegi, Sarr, Basuma, Bentancur. Obviously, this midfield, it's a very physical midfield. I'm not saying Basuma is great, but this is a physical midfield. Okay, and we'll come to why I think there's a problem later. Now, this is interesting. Johnson, Solanke, Richarlison. Solanke does like to score against us, so Maguire needs to be on his A game today. But interesting, Son isn't here. So no Son, no Madison, no Kulusevski, no. I think I get another midfielder that Spurs have. So Spurs are weaker, but for me, given how bad United have been, it's still strong to me. It's still, for me, I could be the only one, but for me, it's still a strong lineup. It is still a strong lineup. Now we look at the United team. I swear, aren't we running behind, man? Let me go. Sorry about that. I've just realised that I've been massively behind, and the match has actually started. Maguire's header is out. Right, okay. We've actually started, so I'm sorry, guys. My bad. Let's go. Okay, corner to Manchester United, 4 minutes in. Tottenham always games what they do. Right, let's go. Jeez, sorry about that. I was wondering, I was like, how is it? So I think my streaming thing wasn't updating, so. Sure. Maswari. Oh. Come on, Bruno. Oh, blocked. I hit Mount was in the way. But I'm liking the start from United so far. Bit of pressure here. Getting Spurs to wake up a little bit. Let's go. A few nerves here, but that's fine. Let's do that. Let's set the tone here. We're the ones with the experience with finals. Let's keep it a stack, Carabao Cup final, FA Cup final, even under Ollie, final in the Europa League. Like, this team has had finals. Spurs, well, basically, it was the well done, Rasmus, to keep it in. Spurs' experience was the final in the Champions League. And that was it. Well done, Ahmad. Foul. UEFA should have done the fan organization, but I like it when it's all red and the others. Yeah, that's true. But UEFA are bricks. Come on, United. Come on. Come on. Come on, United. Man, I'm so nervous. I can't remember the last game I was this nervous before. Oh. Good tackle. Well done, Cassie. Throw into United. Well done, Casemiro. Brilliant tackle. Mr. Charleston. Hoyland. Hoyland. Come on, hold up the ball, Hoyland. Okay, get United up the pitch, drag them. More Tottenham fans than I initially thought. I mean, there's more Spurs fans than there are City fans. Let's keep the stats. So Spurs have been a club that's been around for a long time. Also, when was the last time Spurs were in the final? So, you know, I do think people underestimate Spurs' support. Yeah, the last time we beat Spurs was, I think, with Ollie. Okay, they know they're pressing that because they know we don't have a lot of options here. Okay, kick it out. Come on. They know we don't have any options. But what was that? Your stream is miles behind RDS. Yeah, I'm on. So I would my I'm streaming on the Discovery, the Teams website, unless someone told me there's a stream on YouTube, which I'd rather go to because sometimes they do put these on YouTube. But I'm about a minute, probably about 30 seconds behind. 8 minute 40 is where I'm at now. Good cross. What's my worry? Just see. Let me see if there's a. Usually TNT or some of the guys they actually do a live stream for the finals, but it doesn't look like they're doing it today, which just shows you that's just something to be said about the state of as an aside, the state of football in this country. Okay, it's a good dealt well by now and left in the Spurs corner. But yeah, it's you've got a final. It's just funny. You've got a final with two English clubs in Europe, and there's not a single. None of the English streamers that have the rights are at least allowing that to be experienced by the fans for free. I think that tells you something about England right there. You spend how much on tickets, on travel, and then you have to sign up to several different streaming sites to even watch these players. Amazon, TNT, Sky, all the rest of it. I don't know. You go to America or Nigeria, other parts, they just have one place that has the rights, and you pay not even £10 a month, I would say. In England, you're paying. Oh, what's Maguire done there? Good save. Good block. And a block came from Manchester United. What's going on there? And that's clumsy by Matswari. And United are being a bit rattled here. Spurs is a bigger club in viewers. I don't want to make it a race thing, but a lot of Spurs fans in Asia and a lot of white fans. Yeah, that's true. That is true. But you've got to understand that for a lot of people, because of one, the Premier League is one of the most televised in the world. You want to watch teams that your nation and people relate to. The reality is Spurs are big in Asia, or South Korea specifically, because of Son. He's one of their best ever players. Just like when Obi Mikel, who was one of Nigeria's best, went to Chelsea. That's why they have a lot of Chelsea fans. That's just how it is. The final has way more hype than the UCL final this year. Yeah, I think, but because I think if we're honest, I think people really like PSG? What is going on? What just happened? Come on, guys. Wake up defensively. Come on. Wake up. Look at this. Really simple ball to clear. Come on, Casemiro. Knocked off Mason Mount. Come on. And to be honest, it's actually because it took a... Maguire had no options. Just kick it out. No, he didn't have any options. But this is what I'm saying. It's like, this has been an issue of United all season. It's that with the back three, with the back five, we're not really playing any wide players. If you're playing, which is what... Corner. Foul. Johnson. Okay. Shots. 0 shots on target for United so far. 2-1 in terms of corners, from what I can see. Was Clint Dempsey a Spurs fan? I know Tim Hart. I think he might have been. Yeah, Clint Dempsey did play for Spurs. Oh. Oh, man. Come on, get a goal, guys. Get a goal. Get a goal. We need one. We can't let Spurs grow in confidence. Well done, Dorgu. Well done, Shaw. Okay. It's very cagey, understandably, because both teams know what's at stake. Well done. Dorgu. Dorgu. Oh, come on, Dorgu. It's better than that. Come on, get it in. Oh! Good ball from Maguire there. Smashed it. Saw Dorgu's run. Dorgu flicks it in. And that's, I mean... And to be fair, you know, you should be... Obviously, Romero clears it. But this is where you should be seeing... You should be seeing a... you know, Højlund searching, you know, for this. Oh. Oh! Oh, unlucky Ahmad. If someone had gambled there, man, unlucky. Oh, that's close. And we just someone attack it, someone go. Oh, so close. So close, but we're there. Come on. Keep going, United. Come on. This is just... We're certainly playing a lot better than we did against... So far, better than we've done against Spurs this season. So that is a positive, but... Okay, come on. You got them running. Watch the runners. Come on, you got enough back. So that was a good play there. And that's the run. You need to be aware of that. Come on, United fans. Come on. United ball. Mm. Mm. It almost feels like a rivalry. I mean, well, it is because both teams know that they need to win. Yeah, both teams know, like it'd be different. The weird thing is if you're not if United are playing Atletico Bilbao or Border Glimt or something, there'd be good turn from Ahmad. Well done. Is that those two teams like Border Glimt are even in Champions League playoff places? I think of the road to CL. And Atletico Bilbao qualified for the Champions League. So at worst, those teams like, okay, yeah, we didn't win a trophy, but we got Champions League football was secured. Like both of these teams are like the whole season. Like I don't remember a time when like two teams are coming to a final where their whole season is going to be defined by this game. Even in the Champions League final, PSG have already won the title. Inter, it's going to be up to the last day. So you still don't know, but it isn't two teams. This final is literally this. Both of these two teams' seasons is relying on this game. That's it. So how will the tickets? Again, I don't know. I don't know. I suspect, given that this is in Bilbao, there are lots of local Bilbao supporters who are probably wearing Spurs shirts. After what United did, there's a lot of Bilbao fans that are like, yeah, good ball. Good ball by Casemiro there. Masmari. Ahmad. Oh, okay. Okay. I feel like this is going to be a cagey 1-0. Ahmad has been dangerous. 21 minutes. All the stats now. 3 shots, 1 on target. Well done, Mal. Fair play to Mount. Mount's good hold up play. Mount's doing okay. What was that? Not the best free kick. 67% possession passes. So Tottenham has 3 corners. Well done. Come on, United. We need to put something with this pressure. Come on. Okay, free kick to Spurs. The Europa League isn't a major honor, by the way. Second tier competition. Well, yeah, I mean, of course it is. First tier is Premier League and Champions League. Second tier is Europa League and FA Cup. And third tier is Conference League and Carabao Cup. Everyone knows that. But at the same time, not everyone can win those competitions. So you'd rather at the end of the season have a trophy for your efforts than not. Some teams have been playing in competing for first tier competition for years now, but they've got nothing to show for it. AKA Arsenal, who I suspect do not want. I mean, Arsenal fans have got to be rooting for United now. Surely Arsenal fans do not want. Yeah, surely Arsenal fans do not want a situation where every single London club, Crystal Palace, Spurs, and even Chelsea have parades and Arsenal come trophyless. Arsenal ones don't want that. What do you think of Richie on the left wing back? Richarlison, he's doing okay. He's doing all right. United have been slightly better, but they've settled. But I think United. Oh, man, come on! We always do this. Like, just conceding possession back. Why? Oh. Well done, Maguire. Okay, close Benson core. Come on. Or doggy. Richarlison stopped. Telegraph back. Oh, why did you didn't need to do that, Dorgu? Come on. Come on, guys. Just talk. But he's 20, he's doing 45, so he's only 20, so you've got to. Hmm? Okay. Well done, Ahmad. Well done. Both teams look nervous, man. We have to score first. Well done, Ahmad. Oh! I hope to God Rasmus was not baited by Romero. That should have been the first thing. Someone needs to tell Rasmus, bro. You. Because this guy will get people to be sent off. And I know that's why he did it. Oh, I want to get him sent off. Make sure everyone knows that Romero guy is a bum, is a cheat. Lots of withdrawals. Indeed, Ahmad is playing well, but that's to be expected. That's to be expected. Ahmad has, whatever you say, he has been our best player this season. Oh. Unlucky, Ahmad. Oh, this is too tense, man. It's wild that free shot, one on target, man. Okay, Spurs on the attack again. Throw into Spurs. It needs a goal, though. No foul. Interesting. This referee is good, to be fair. None of this BS from that. Oh, unlucky. Maguire's pinging a lot of balls, man. No. That's nothing. Nah. Goes down too easily there. Ten minutes till the half. I'm gonna lie, it's been a bit of a brickish final, but as to be expected from these two clubs. United with more possession, shots on target, but it doesn't matter. We like the Champions League every match from the EUROPA Conference Leagues as well. With a massive season of football here on TNT Sports and Discovery Plus. It's going to get a yellow card. I'm on. The Charleston needs to relax, man. I do understand where he's coming from. Yellow card. Mm-hmm. Everything is coming down the left to Spurs. Yeah, so well, who's on that side? It's Shaw, and it's, if you look at the reason why, you'll know reason why is because whoever who's on the left on that side, is Euro and Matswari on this side. On their sort of left, basically. So, and that's a poor ball. And I don't know. I just have an issue with Matswari here. Sean and basically Sean Dorgu, kind of at least know to go forward will be. Needs to be careful because Solanke keeps on, and he has had the better of Maguire a few times. Yes, this game needs a goal. Final against an English team tonight, having played Wolves in 1972 and Liverpool in 2019. United doing it for the second time, having met Chelsea and Moscow in 2008. Overall, it's 11 time that teams from the same country have met the final. He only wants to see that put back to the keeper. It didn't come below. Sorry, but it's for the goalkeeper. He couldn't the Rossi didn't come. He's not going to show up. Not to why you don't take it to touch. You want to keep it come back. You don't know whether you can take that touch. Man, we started well, but we've just gone nervous, man. I just feel like United need a goal. If United score first, the momentum will be.
Suppose it's what you get when you've got a match between two teams who have combined to lose 44 games. Most of various competitions for season. So the Champions League wouldn't be possible not for the format. So ruben. Sure. That's an euro. Euro.
Jeez. Man, Maswari, man. Jeez, he's been. Be careful, don't foul. Like he's done that a few. Let's go. He came back from offside position. Oh man, this referee isn't giving a lot, which I like. Oh.
Richarlison just has a word with it. The fact that Richarlison got there to do the still off it. Spurs are happy to play with Manchester United by ball. Hopefully don't get stopped. But if you look really at it, the feel it's not the absolute. And you've got the opportunity.
What is down? What's happened? Yeah, not sure what Ahmad is holding us down for. What did Richarlison say to Ahmad? I don't know. Probably get up or something. I don't know. I think. I mean, Ahmad is trying to do a lot of himself. So, but I do think he's been shooting a little bit too much. He needs to find people a bit more, and he has been, but like with something like that, he doesn't have the because he's still young. He doesn't have the power yet. Good tackle. Come on, go to him. Go to him. Don't let him come. Okay. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Fuck's sake. Oh! They've not done anything. How? Let me see. We let them come. Let me see this nonsense. Shut It's Shaw! It's Shaw! It's Shaw! It's fucking Shaw! What the hell? Their first shot on target, goal. Summary of this bum football club. Shambolic defending. From Shaw, from Onana, from all of them. This is absolutely... Oh no, Shaw and Onana screwed up. I was like, come on, guys. Come on, this is a final. You mean to tell me you can't do the basics in a final? The basics. Don't. Bruno shooting. Why? We've been so dominant in this game, and a stupid mistake once again for Manchester United. I knew someone in the back was going to cost us, and I knew that playing Shaw was going to be a risk. Why is his back to goal then? Onana, why is Onana diving behind his line? Look at this. And we got so many people behind, running behind. Maguire couldn't get there. He doesn't. Brennan. It's categorical mistakes. It's one, allowing them to run that deep in the first place. If you watch back, we allowed them to carry the ball that close. Then Maguire doesn't react for some reason. I don't know why these players just allow the ball to run in behind them. And now we need to score. What was that, Shaw? Spurs the whole game was coming down that left, and it paid off. Exactly. That left hand side has been a terrible problem there. Spurs have literally done nothing this half. Literally done nothing. We need to do something about that left in the second half, because halftime. United are down 1-0 to Spurs from banter defending. The summary of Manchester United's season. Banter defending, can't finish. We're 1-0 down. These guys are gonna get something somewhere, man. This is just... I don't know, guys. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Yeah, I'm just really annoyed. I would have much rather us play badly and that switch on. But actually, for most of that half, United were the better team. You know, although I say that, stats wise, we had 5 shots, 2 shots on target, more possession. They had more corners, sliding fouls. They had 1 shot on target, and it was a goal. And this summarizes Manchester United season, man. Even when we play okay, because of terrible defending, they get a goal. So now Spurs, I don't know what Spurs will do. I think Spurs will come out. They'll be more confident, especially when you've got Son on the bench, etc. And Manchester United need to do something quickly, because that was comical. In a final of this magnitude, that level of defending was absolutely comical. You be cautious. You don't take on opportunities. You don't allow them to come to your box for the first thing and just run with no pressure whatsoever. That was the first mistake. No pressure whatsoever. And then the ball, it's a simple cross. Johnson somehow gets in behind, and Maguire doesn't go for it. He allows it. Shaw, it comes off Shaw. Johnson kicks the ball back onto Shaw. It comes off Shaw. And I don't know what Onana is doing. I generally don't know what Onana is doing. Why he's diving behind the line, why he's not online. I have no idea why that goal went in. Relax. And bro, Zaire, man, like, I'll be honest with you. If we don't win this game, I'm gonna, especially in this situation, I'm gonna start to lose my patience. I think I'll have lost my patience. Because, and it's not because it's his fault per se, especially with that. You know, this is just individual errors, mistakes as well. But at the same time, he's the one who picked Shaw. I don't know. We can't lose this. I don't think. I hope the players understand what this means. Like this is vital for the near future of the football club. If they don't, I don't want to hear anything from this club. I don't want to hear about transfers. I don't give a crap about Kuna signing. I don't give a crap about anything. Because as far as I'm concerned, if you're going to lose a final in that manner, we've got issues. Hey, bro, did you mention that Bruno lost the ball twice before? Yeah, well, exactly. I said up to the point, why do we lose the ball? Why do we allow them to get there? I'm not saying this is all on Onana, all on Maguire, all on something. That was a team. That was you know, you're the guys that have been in finals. You played the Carabao Cup final, you played the FA Cup final, you've been in these cup competitions. You should have the experience. this was a switch off from the whole team, top to bottom. How did they switch off like that? Bruno losing the ball twice, no pressure from anybody to win the ball back from, I think it was a Johnson that came in, or Dogi. And then the ball comes in, Maguire doesn't switch on. He assumes that someone's going to never assume. So he leaves the ball. He doesn't go and win it because if he thinks he wins it, he can clear it. And Shaw just kind of, I don't know why his back is towards goal, because people say, oh, there's nothing Shaw can do. But yeah, but why is his back towards goal though? Why is his back towards goal? He should be. There's no reason why his back should be towards goal. Okay, and then obviously Onana diving behind the. Right, United have actually looked okay. Yeah, well, that is like Eddie, you're right, but honestly, I don't care. We need to win the game. Playing well, doing okay is fine if this is a two-legged affair, or if we're. But in a final, it doesn't matter how good you play, you got to win. Let me look at this again. They don't show Bruno losing the ball. Richarlison ball. Bruno cross. What's Dorgu? What's Dorgu doing? Is that Dorgu's fault? I don't think so. They've highlighted Dorgu. I don't know why. Is it? Oh, because I mean the deflection does mess up Onana. I get that, because Onana's diving is just, so it's different from Nana. Should Dorgu call Balusha? I don't know. Bruno does this a lot though, but when he pops up with goal, everyone thinks he's a save. I know he does. Right, I need to go on a break, guys. I need to just de thingy, because we got to win this game. We got to. I know. Right, we're back for the second half. We're back for the second half, and second half now, and I don't know. United need to do something, man. I don't know that goal, especially just before halftime, in the manner that it was conceded, really knocked out. So I hope United can do something, man. No, that shows. So why is he passing on a defender to Shadow Maguire? I don't know. It's the communication again. It's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just thought, but the attacking, certainly the attacking needs to be better because we had attacking opportunities, we had attacking chances. Like, I will agree with people and say that, like, overall, like that goal probably just about went against the run of play. That was Spurs' first shot on target, and they got the goal. And their tactic has literally been to just wait and counter, really, and put pressure. That's it. This goal is a fluke. Johnson misses it, hits Shaw's arm, then Onana dives backwards. Yeah, well, I'd rather have taken the penalty, to be honest. At least there'd have been a chance for Onana to save it. Rasmus, I hope for a better performance, but I don't care. I care about. I don't even care. I care about the goals. Oh, man, keep it on target. I don't like our performance last time was actually okay. I don't care whether we get a good or bad performance. We need to like just now, for example, good ball in by Ama there, and Rasmus skies it like high wide. Like, what does that do? Like, we just seem to just be used to just the attackers squandering opportunity. It wasn't on target. We actually have created a lot of opportunities. It wasn't on target. No threat to the keeper, and we're just used to seeing that now this season. Xerxes for Højlund has, yeah. For me, the first sub is Xerxes for Højlund. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I was on mute. Sorry, guys, I'm on mute. Hopefully, I was reading your comments out. Rasmus, hello, big up, buddy. Hope for better performance. Yeah, like I said, I agree with the Xerxes for Højlund to be first sub. Just attacking wise, it's just like we need a score. Tottenham, for the most part, I think are going to sit. Yeah. I don't know. It's weird because Ange's high press. I think they'll spell counter, because I suspect. Although I'd argue that suits us, but yeah, you got. For me, you got to bring up Xerxes, man. Højlund is not offering us anything. And I think Xerxes' link-up play will help us cause Spurs some problems. They want to get Bruno hard, but the problem is that, and this is the problem when I said when you're gonna play Bruno and Casemiro, it's like you're playing Bruno deep. You're playing Bruno deep, so you're not allowing Bruno to go forward. You're basically relying on Mount and Amrabat to be the creating number 10s, and Mount has got to have a good game. He's not having a good game right now. So, do you try and be a bit more defensive, but bring on Agate for Mount and then put Bruno where the number 10 is and tell him to go forward? And then bring on Xerxes? I don't know. Oh, sorry.
Manchester United got this trophy of the Chelsea Mourinho Soccer in 2017. Spurs were the first ever winners in 72, and the big news in the All English final number 2 leagues. They win again in 84. That's one of the penalties. The great Anglo Premier League clubs have won this competition 9 times. And it's the team from North London right now with the advantage for the control.
I see. Where's Højlund? Like, I don't get. Like, so you're passing ball on. Like, where's Højlund? Why is Højlund so deep? Højlund should be the one trying to run in behind or go on the ball. Why is he so deep there? The front three just. Some got. The referee needs to start booking a shot because he's holding onto the ball and literally just throwing himself onto the ground. The referee is been good. We need to start brandishing cards now because it's like it's getting annoying. Oh, man. This attack is so bad. If we lose this 1-0 to like that goal. Like Spurs aren't even. No, Spurs are literally deliberately making this scrappy to slow down the game for Manchester United. So Manchester United need to step it up. Thank you. Okay. Now he's on a yellow. Wind him up. Get this dude set off, man. Oh. RDS just tuning in. How am I performing? I mean, all I can say, buddy, is I mean, it's been an awful final if you're neutral. But United were probably the better team in the first half. But they got down because of a defensive shambles between Onana, Maguire, Shaw. Oh, I thought that was a defensive shambles. And it has been Spurs' only shot on target all game. Spurs literally are just like, this is, if I was to describe how Spurs are playing, I'd be like, this is peak Mourinho ball, Jose ball. You know, and that's what I'm. So you're even when that chance of Euro just there, someone taking a gamble with the crosses going in, and people just waiting for ball to feed anyway. But yeah, this is peak terrorist Tuchel Mourinho ball from Spurs. If it gets them the win, it doesn't matter. But yeah, possession of the game, United, chances United, but that doesn't matter. Man U comeback or no? I need the Man U comeback, man, because the manner which we can see that goal is just, you know. Oh. I need that. I mean, I don't know, bro, because I don't. In this competition, we come back, but the attack, because it's always difficult when you're playing. I mean, when you're playing another league opponent. I wish if we'd been playing any other team from another league, I'd have more confidence. But when you're playing against a team who already has your number this season and it's from the same league, it's different. You know, will Manchester United should? It's like. Come on, Bruno. Euro. You know, literally, Spurs have essentially just parked the bus now. Spurs have literally just parking the bus now, understandably. Come on, Rasmus! Like, come on, man! Don't get bullied there. There, come on, like again, delay, anticipating it. Nah. Is there a reason why Amorim isn't going to make a change? I don't know. Because he's got to change something. What subs would you bring on? Feels like something is needed. We need to take Rasmus off. That's the first thing. The most thing for me is I would put Rasmus, I put Xerxes on. I don't care if Xerxes is half fit. Oh, man. Again, lost the ball. Was that Bruno again? Losing the ball again as part of our build-up? Good tackle. Yes, well done, Dorgu. Goal kick. What so from so answer to question, buddy. Get Xerxes on. Oh, come on! Oh, come on! Oh, man! This is what I'm. The frustrating thing about this team has been the attack again. And Spurs on the break here. Solanke. Wow. Solanke's touch. And if Solanke's touch had been better, United would have been 2-0 down. Yeah, Casemiro's legs have gone, man. And I knew this in the mid. One of the things I said going into this game was this idea of playing Bruno Casemiro in the pivots in the midfield when you've got 3 physical midfield players was always going to be a challenge. On top of that, because Bruno wants to go forward, you're relying on Casemiro a lot here. So you got to bring on Xerxes. For me, you got to bring on Agate, and you're probably going to bring on Garnacho to try and do something to stretch this game. I wouldn't take off Ahmad, but I don't know. Maybe you take off Casemiro for Kobe, maybe, but I don't know. He is so bad. I'm assuming that's Højlund. Højlund is just because people will rightfully blame maybe Onana. They'll blame, if we lose, they'll blame Shaw. But once again, the attack, to not score a goal in a final. 67, 70 minutes is favorite sub time. Well, to be honest, Spurs will Spurs have literally parked the bus and are waiting to counter. That's all Spurs are doing. They got a cheap goal. It's just strength. Richarlison, you've got Ahmad against Richarlison that they've got.
Manchester United have the same 5 substitutes warming up for about 18 minutes.
Oh, jeez. Mazwari off, switch Ahmad to right wing back. I mean, Mazwari should be right wing back anyway. Spurs are going to slow down the game like already at 64 minutes. Because you say 67 minutes, but the thing is that doesn't include all the time waste. Spurs have been time wasting since the second half, going down, bits in the game. Like, we need to. Is it a drinks break? Matswari off, switch Ahmad. And Matswari shouldn't have been playing right wing back. For me, I would have had Agate playing in the midfield. And then I would have had Ahmad as right wing back. I would have played Matsrari where Shaw is and kept him off the bench. So Son is coming on. He's going to be a problem. But yeah, Alex from right wing, Xerxes for Højlund, Garnacho for Mount. Yeah. I think you've got to replace Casemiro as well. Maybe put Agate on. He just doesn't have the legs, man. The Premier League is a physical league. It doesn't matter that United beat Bilbao or Lyon. They're not as physical as the Premier League. Amorim has no urgency. I don't think he deserves, even if he wins this. I mean, I don't know. Richarlison is hilarious. He is, but it's Spurs that made the first change. They brought on Son on for Richarlison, and you know, Son gets the first trophy with Spurs. Come on! The amount of fouls that Spurs have. Spurs have got more than that. They must have more yellow cards, or is it because the keepers just started to book them now? I don't know how they've only got 2 yellows. But this is just peak. This is just peak Mourinho ball, man. Oh my! Get bring it! Oh man! Højlund's header, Van der Ven clears off the line. That should be a goal, but it doesn't matter. It's not in. He has got to score. It's a really good clearance. It's on target, and Van der Ven. It's a brilliant clearance. It's a brilliant clearance. That was the chance, and United, and that was the chance, and that will galvanize them now. That was the chance. Oh my goodness, losing it. Jeez. I don't know where the urgency here is with the players now. Like, guys, you've got 20 minutes. Where's the urgency, guys? It's a final. Where's the urgency here? That when you make a clearance like that, for me, that was I thought that was in. I thought that was in, and it was a great clearance from Van der Ven, and that's the type of thing that happens when you. Oh, jeez. Where are the subs, man? I don't understand where the subs are. It's 70 minutes and we've not made a single sub. Where are the subs? Because with the way Spurs have been playing, they will waste time in the last 5 minutes. Rasmus has played 70 minutes and has been awful. I almost would have forgiven him had that header gone in. Oh, man. This is going to be a boring 1-0, isn't it?
Just before half time separates these two teams. Facing the Champions League next season for grabs, the trophy as well. Spurs have been in for 17 years. They've not won a European one since 1984.
Xerxes only 40 seconds out. I don't know, man. The problem is, as the more this game has gone on, United have not looked, aside from that Højlund chance, United have not looked like they're going to score. They've had the ball, but they've not looked like they want to score a goal. Spurs don't care about scoring a goal because they're ahead. Oh, man, get it on target, Fernandes, man. Oh, okay, I need to calm down. It's just too personal. I legit thought that we had a chance here. And for this United team to... Nah. Like, I am not a glory supporter, but like, I just don't know. I have not, as long as I've been watching, even since a kid, I cannot remember a time when United weren't in Europe. And I know a lot of people will say, oh, but, you know, it doesn't matter. They can focus on the league. But the reality is, like, when even in the league, we're nowhere near. This team doesn't look like a team that is going to get top 5 next season or compete. Even if Amorim gets his players in, the reality is, like, with the lack of Champions League money, like, United are going to have to make sales. Don't know about Ghana, he's useless. The whole attack. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, I'm looking at this, I'm like, there is no urgency from this attack whatsoever. I'm like, guys, you know what's at stake here? Bruno really had 3 guys open and passed it to the one guy that wasn't. This has just been... Because Spurs will time waste now, unless we get a goal. And 2-0, we're definitely screwed. Oh, down. Good save from the keeper. As much as people goss on Garnacho, he should have come on earlier. Ahmad and Garnacho both running at Spurs. That's what we need. Ghana again. He'll got this squad even when they eventually win this. So here, man, I want to have your enthusiasm, man. I do. We've got 15 minutes to get a goal, at least. And I don't know what... Oh my goodness, Shaw has just been it's good. Why did Max... Why? Oh my goodness. Why not take time? Well done, Dorgu, for the recovery pace. the amount of times Dorgu has helped us in the recovery, man. Oh, it's a goal kick. I thought that was a penalty, but it's given a goal kick. It's outside the box, but I don't know why the referee's not giving that as a free kick. Garner ignoring Dorgu again. Should have passed that time to got the squad. Start from scratch. We've been starting from scratch for so long, man. We're different managers, different things, and there's no consistency. We're just getting worse. I mean, people say got the squad. A lot of these players are new. You know, how long has Matsuari been here? How long has Euro been here? How long has Dorgu been here? You know, Mount came towards the end of a lot of these players are within. So I don't know what we're going to do. A lot of these are long-term contracts. So you're going to have to make it work. But I know one thing, if you give this squad to Ollie, do they lose this game? Guys, we've got like 30 minutes. We've got to get something. Jeez, like. So, and this is the thing. So after all of that possession, all of that holding on to all that nothing to show for it. $11 shots, 5 on target. Spurs have had 1 shot on target. They've had 1 shot on target this entire game. We've had 70% possession, 1 shot on target, and they just defended the whole thing. One shot on target the entire game. Epic Karambol. 1 shot on target. And we've had 11, 5 on target, 7%, but no goal. I've seen more, bro. If you want to look at Sheffield United versus Sunderland, not Sheffield, Coventry versus Sunderland. You watch the playoff games. I'm looking at this team. I'm like, where's the urgency? Have they run out of ideas? They do know they're a goal down, right? Like, Spurs aren't going anywhere. No movement, not even checking shoulders. Yep. Yep. I don't know. Totally dominated the game. It's not his fault. You don't have a centre forward. I know it's not, but he's gonna take responsibility at the end of the day, Zay, man. He's gotta take responsibility for it. You know, it's his fault that we didn't make subs earlier. He picked the starting lineup. And at the end of the day, you know, if Xerxes was fit, you know Højlund is what you have. If Xerxes was fit, then you start him. I'll be honest. You know? It doesn't matter. The Spurs can put 11 men behind the ball. It's okay. No, it's not. I'm not against what Spurs are. Spurs have been awful. Spurs have basically just parked the bus for the last 4 seconds to hold on to a 1-0 lead. But if they win and they get a trophy, who cares? Why was no one anticipating the cross? Again, no one anticipating. Don't take a chance or something. Oh my. Jeez. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Well done, Maswai. Well done. What was that? What was that? 9 minutes. We just don't look like we're scoring. Guys, I'll be honest, we just don't look like we're scoring. We don't look like we're scoring. This has been a disaster. Yep. I don't know why we didn't have a plan for a. I don't know why. I'll be honest. We didn't have a plan for a low block. There's only Xerxes in the box. No one is. I don't get it. Come on, Ahmad, man. Come on. Ahmad is just dead now. Yeah, exactly. Feels like against Palace, a lot of possession, but hardly. This is like when we played Palace, a lot of possession, nothing. Nah, for me, this game is done. It's done. It's over, man. I expected so much more from Manchester United in this final. So much more. I expected so much more from this from this club. Some fight, some goal, some push, something. And this has arguably been the worst final that I have seen in Manchester United colours. Xerxes been on for a while, but it's over, man. I don't know. I don't have any. It's over, man. It's over. It's been a disappointing final for the season. This has just been awful, man. Yeah. Nah, it doesn't look like it's gonna go. No, it hasn't been for the whole half though. That's why I was surprised by the subs. I was like, so at no point has anything changed in this half. No urgency, no tactical change. It's been the same. Spurs will always, the only closest opportunity was Højlund's opportunity. That's it. Even if we play another 100 minutes, offside. Oh, jeez, man. I don't. This is. Of course, that Wisdom time. There's 5 minutes. Hopefully, someone will make. No, Rasmus. I've seen this game before. This is like when we played like Palace, and once we played Chelsea, and all the 1-0s that we've conceded and goals are lost. It's the same thing with Manchester United in the entire. This game sums up Manchester United's season. Poor defensively, as in mistakes. No, so they've defended really well, Spurs. Like, now, don't get me wrong. If we score, then I think we got the advantage. But it feels over. 4 times in one season. Saying, how do you lose 4 times the same club? Absolutely. Absolutely. So this is where I do go on the manager. I'm sorry. 4 times. And 3 of those were under your watch. Yeah, of course, Maguire. He's obviously baiting you into it. Of course he is. All right, no, it's actually not. Let me just calm down. We've lost the game. We've lost the game. We've lost the game. We've lost the game. They've game management from Spurs. No Mainu. Mainu on. They've not turned up for this final. The whole game sums up our season. To have I'll read this tweet. To have Dorgu and Matsuara as your wing backs approach English is just wrong. Wing backs are critically both defensive and attacking third, and opposition offers next to nothing in the forward line. And it just feels like But it's Lindelof probably. Well, probably the only player that shows fight, and you could make a case that he would have put Lindelof would have probably been better than Shaw as this game. I don't even know. Like, I'm so angry at this performance, man, that I don't even know. Oh, poor again. Jeez, man. Just end the game, man. End the game. End this game. Oh, jeez. And now they're bickering and stuff like that. It should be this. Instead of the captains, the leaders to try and galvanize the team, to try and be organized. Awful. None of these players are fit to wear the United badge. I don't care how talented even some of them are. None of them are fit to wear the badge. We've given Skip Spurs their first trophy. Nah. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'll be honest. I don't care about the manager. I don't care about these players. If we lose this game with a performance like this, with the goal that we conceded, I don't really care about any of these players, man. I really don't. And you can't blame McTominay. You can't blame Ronaldo. You can't blame Rashford. You can't blame Anthony. You can't blame Sancho. You can't blame any of the players that people routinely blame for Manchester United's issues. Fred was one of them as well. Like, we're passing and doing it, but what's the point? Like, we've been doing cross and inshallah for so many, but it doesn't work. It's a good pass from Bruno, but we've got to do more. Oh. It's a good clearance from Spurs. Fair play to Spurs. Defensively, they've been good. I don't know. These guys need to hurry, man. Oh my goodness. It's over, man. I need to. What was that, Euro? Oh. Spurs in the Champions League, a trophy, and United in a mess. We've got to remember this is Amorim's first final as well, so I just think he showed a complete and total lack of experience here. A complete and total lack of experience here. Yeah, my G. He has been. This referee has been good, to be fair. Aside from, I think he should have stopped some of Spurs' time wasting. Got a minute to go, man. Yes. Oh. It's a good save. It's a good save from Vicario. That's it. That's it. Come on. Nah, yeah, goalkeeper. It's a good time by Shaw, but no, it's to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper should save that. Don't foul any players. Come on. It's gone. It's over. Andrew's right. He always wins a second trophy in his second season. He told everybody that he win a second trophy. Oh yeah, of a neutral, this was a terrible final. Spurs basically just defended their lead, but we gave them the lead. Simple as that. Congratulations, Spurs, man. That's all that there is to say, really. Yep, as Lucky said, congratulations, Spurs, man. I mean, we could break it all down. Like I said, I saw expressions there. I don't know what to say, guys. This is essentially like the match reaction now. I don't really know what to say. I don't know what to say. Spurs were dreadful, played better than they did, but I mean they won the game. It doesn't matter how bad we played. We had most of the possession, we had most of the shots on target, but what did we do with the ball? Like, how do you deal with, and United have had this issue lots of, how do you deal with a low block? We played a low block for 45 minutes. We didn't make any subs. We didn't make any subs for 70 minutes of the game. I'm sorry, that's on the manager. Like, for 70 minutes, you watched that shit and you did nothing. You didn't change anything. Matswari being a right wing back has not worked for Manchester United this season. He doesn't offer anything attacking wise. Playing Bruno and Casemiro in the midfield when Bruno has been better in the 10 position. You know, when you sacrifice that, it's never worked, really. We didn't play that. You took a risk playing Agate with no real physicality in that midfield. And then, frankly, I'm sorry, but if Xerxes fit, you've got to play Xerxes because Højlund was, aside from that chance, Højlund was garbage today. There's nothing really for me to say, guys. This is the match. There's nothing to say. Worst season I remember in recent memory, in recent history. I thought we could get it done. I expected fight. I expected something. I expected something from this final, and yet all we just had is this whole game summarizing Manchester United. I generally don't know where I go with this club right now. I'm honest, and I probably will do a stream on it. I don't know where this club goes from now. No European football, in goodness house, one of the worst finishes in Manchester United history. This is the worst team in Manchester United recent history. I'm even gonna give the team that got relegated, and I think in the 70s, I think, over this team. Because that team isn't on the bloody wages that these guys are. That showed no fight at all. Nothing. You know, I can take, I mean, as I think even Bev says, I can take losing if you leave everything out there. But they just looked exhausted. They looked tired. There was nothing out there. And whether that's because Amorim should have made changes, I don't know what he was expecting. Nothing changed for 25 minutes in that half. 25 minutes, nothing changed. Even bringing on Manu, I don't know whether they've had a fallout. The fact that the final was decided by an own goal from Luke Shaw. Oh, I just don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care about this club. I'm not doing anything for the Villa United. I don't honestly care. I'm not interested. If anything, I think that every United fan should boycott that final game. Let them play with zero fans because this is bad. Like not only it's not just the losing, it is the complete and total lackluster performance that all these players played. I don't know, man. I'm just tired right now. Ange did say second season, and he did it. They got through, and I knew I said I was like, if Spurs make a final, it's gonna be they've got the better of us all season. It's another Premier League team. And that's what happened. 4 L's against Spurs this season. 4 L's. 4 L's. Aside from the Carabao Cup where we somehow managed to score 3 because their keeper was awful. 4 L's against Spurs this season, man. 4 L's. Can't believe Bruno Fernandes and short head didn't go in. Both of them are crap. I'm not even gonna. I don't even know what player ratings. Like I'm so angry right now that for me, every player all of them can just do one. There was no one out there that could us like Ahmad was okay, but even he towards just I don't know whether he was tired or whether he was just passing, just running into. They just seemed to be clueless as to what they were going to do. There's no player for me in this game is if I was going to do player ratings gets above a 3. I'm shocked. We put some quality. Nah, it's not the defense. The attack was trash. The attack was absolute trash. And I don't know. Yes, a manager needs his players, needs things, but at the end of the day, you're not going to get them. So now, shout out to Amorim, but Gyökeres isn't coming. Okay? So all of the players that you want to get aren't coming to the club. Okay? Like, they needed CL football, and you're not going to get CL football. So I don't know how you're going to fix this disaster class as Manchester United because they're not coming to the club. I don't know. 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 I really don't know. I mean, I'm at the stage where I'm like I don't even know why we even sacked Ollie. I bet Eric Ten Hag is laughing right now. Luke Shaw, Tottenham defended. Of course they did for 45 minutes. Congrats, Spurs. Bro, I'm too emotional I'm emotional right now. I mean, maybe after tomorrow I'll probably will do a live video about where we go from here from United. But right now, like I don't know how I'm supposed to I don't know how I'm supposed to react. I probably wouldn't care this much if United were even in the top 6 in the Europa League again. I probably wouldn't mind. You know, if we finish top 6, you know, got a domestic cup, fine. But you know, the funny thing is, we could have potentially been in the FA Cup final if we did it. But likewise against Fulham, same thing, lackluster attack, not good enough, get knocked out on penalties. People will blame the defense, they will blame but our attack has been absolutely crap. And I don't really know how to I don't know how to respond right now, because I go into next season and I see a United team that is not going to be competing for Europe. I see a United team that I don't know. I generally don't know what to make of them. Because we sign Acuna, we sign some other bums, and magically United are going to go from fucking 16th to 5th. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if United, on this form, are battling relegation next season. This team now, culturally, physically, is a loser mentality team. That's what's changed. Because before we thought, okay, even getting up to this point, United are crap, but they will get it done. They will get it done. Because of the heritage, because of the history, because they will leave everything on the pitch. What I saw in that final was none of that. I saw a loser club. We've got to accept that. This is where Manchester United are. We are a loser club, a loser mentality club. And for everyone who was like, oh, Ineos are going to come in. Oh, Ineos are going to come in. Ineos are going to come in and make things better. Ineos, get in there, Jim Radcliffe, that absolute bellend Brexiteer. He's come in, he's made massive cuts, and he's taken us to be a relegation fighting site in the space of a year. Can I call in? Yeah. Let me. I'm gonna pin the link in for those who wanna call in. I'm gonna pin the link in the description, man. I'm just, if people want to come in, this isn't, by the way, this is not me saying I want the manager sacked or any of this sort of stuff. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that we're officially a loser club now. I mean, Glenn Hoddle needs to relax on saying, oh, we're a really good side. No, Spurs is still a trash side. Both of these sides are trash. Spurs offered nothing in this game. So I'm not going to hype these guys saying that these guys are somehow going to do something in the UCL, or they're going to even do well in the league next season. If they're going to keep Ange, then fair play to them. But we, with a manager, need goal scorers. Don't worry. Well, I don't know. Commiserations to United fans. Our team is treated well to no band-aid this time. I'm going to bring you in a second, Eddie. Not angry in this game. Ahmad, sure, yeah, but close, but no cigar. Should we have gotten a better manager with? I don't know. I'm going to do a whole show on it, because I've got no idea. I've honestly got no idea. If I'm honest with you, I don't even really want to watch Manchester United next season, because we've lost finals before. You know, we've lost finals with Ollie, but when we lost the Europa League final with Ollie against Villarreal, we were second. I think we were second. So it was annoying. It was angry, but we finished, I think, second in the league. So you never thought, okay, yeah, fine, we lost final. It was nice, but it was more like, I wish we had a trophy. Then this club was the crisis. We're second place. Let's see what happens. We're going to be in the Champions League next season. It's annoying. Blah 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 blah. The irony is that Uncle Mourinho, we've been in 3 Europa League finals. We've only won one. It was obviously Jose doing the exact same tactics that we have there. We need goal scorers. Darren Morris isn't holding back. How did that? I don't know, Mega. Sorry, let me bring Eddie in, man. I'm tired now. I'm just There you go, Eddie, man. There you
Yo,
go.
can you hear me properly?
I can hear you, buddy.
So, first of all, I hope people are still hitting the like for the content, man. For you to still be on, you're a soldier. This, I've been depressed a long time with this Man United side, right?
Mm.
And I can feel your anger, man. Like it was almost bursting through the screen, man. I could feel it, bro. And it's just like with me, when I get angry, I internalize it, so it goes in, and I feel depressed, man. It's just like I'm really confused emotionally, because like what you're talking about, isn't it? Like if they would have got the Europa Cup and then got into the back door to get to Champions League, it is maybe a loophole to like try and fix the club, like, you know, without the amount of time it's going to take now. It's going to take loads of time, because I'm sure you've talked about how players are not going to want to come to the side without the Champions League football now, right? So it's an even bigger journey. And as for Amorim, if these guys are serious about Amorim, they have to give him Arteta level time now. Then, because there's no shortcuts. This last shortcut's gone. Where's the other shortcuts now? Yeah. It's just league football, right? I don't want to, like, next season, if I'm watching Man United, I'm on your level, by the way. I don't know if I'm going to watch, to be honest. But next season, just talking about just the football as like a purist. Forget this Carabao crap, this FA Cup crap. Done these little cups, where the formula in the league has been sacrificed to go and get these. I was about to say little cups. Compared to the league and Champions League, they're little cups. So there's got to be an inquest now. I'm saying already, I'm sorry if I'm being too negative, or this might even be a positive. The silver lining may be that the Glazers are going to leave. They may panic and say, "Oh, no Champions League money," right? The team's almost got relegated. They might set up. You never know. Well,
I don't know. Maybe the rumors of Qatar potentially still being in, because to be honest, that's really the only. Because I know, I think Raul. So, like, what do you see? And I will do a show about like where does the club go from here. But that's, if I'm honest, that's what I see only, because the reality, I don't think people really, I don't even United fans really realize how far behind Manchester United are.
I do.
Like, I know you do, I know some, but I don't think people generally. I think people still think, oh, and you see it when we face certain teams. It's like, oh, you know, even with transfers, oh, that player is not good enough for Manchester United. I'm like, do you know where we are? Like, oh, McTominay, oh, Fred, all these guys, or Alanga, all these guys aren't good enough for Manchester United. The irony, though, is that McTominay is now about to lift up a Serie A trophy. I think Fred a Turkish league. Obviously, Rashford probably goes to Villa, does his thing. Sancho, they'll all probably be playing Champions League football. All these people that are supposedly not good enough for Manchester United, look at where Manchester United are. Like, and the reality is, a team like Newcastle, for example, who got the investment already from Saudis. Oh, they're going to take time. It's going to be ages. Blah blah blah. They're going to show Spurs lift the trophy with Son. Shut up. Fair play to Son.
I've turned the game off, bro. I don't know how you can still be watching at this point, bro.
No. I want
football. Have we discussed how bad the football is?
I want to feel this pain. I want to feel the pain. Because it's actually to kill me, you know. So, you know,
bro, just real quickly, did you discuss how bad Spurs were in that final? As in,
they are, of course.
That was like terrorism, bro.
This was exactly how Jose Mourinho won the Conference League. It was peak terrorism ball. But the thing is that at the end of the day, they won the trophy. It doesn't matter, like by hook or by crook, and they won it because of our mistakes. You know, like they're not going to care. Like but like even when Jose we won, like didn't play the best, and we still did play better Ajax than that when we won it last time. But you know,
yeah. Can I just say real quickly, RDS? I think Man United played well in that first half. I'm normally really negative about this side. They actually tried to play football, right?
They did, but the same issue that's been plaguing this entire season is that when you look at the clear-cut chances that we had, when you look at actually given, there weren't any. You know, maybe one, but that was it. So for all the possession, all the stuff that, like, I always have this when we have the ball, and I've always said it's like, we had, I think Spurs, if I look at the stats, let me look at the stats here. Spurs had only one shot on target in the entire 90 minutes, and that was the goal. So we had, I mean, if you look at this, I mean, I've got the stats here. Possession, 73%, 16 shots, 6 on target for United, only 3 shots in the entire 90 minutes, 1 on target, 27% possession. So yeah, peak terrorism ball, but they've got the trophy.
This is not good for football. By the way, RDS, just real quickly, this is not good for football, like overall. Like just putting Man United aside, Spurs have looked at what Crystal Palace did against Man City and said, okay, this is football. Yeah. Sit and park everything in that box. Yeah. Don't move. One counter attack. I think Crystal Palace did the same thing. One counter attack, and then
that's it.
The other 89 minutes, not interested in playing any football. Football has lost in these last 2 finals. I'm worried about Man United, obviously, and about football.
It's how you win. That type of football is not going to win you a league. Okay, it's never going to win you. It's never going to win you a league because you can't because Spurs can't play this type of football against Wolves. They can't play this way against Fulham. They can't play this against teams or players that are that they're expected to sort of run and open. So you're not gonna. So you can't. So Spurs aren't going to win a league with this. But with knockout football against bigger clubs, you know, when you're the underdog, and Spurs would have seen themselves the underdogs, of course it's going to work. You know, it wins you cups. It's to a certain extent how United won their cups under Ten Hag to a certain extent. But you know, listen, you know, I've got to work from midnight, so I've got some time. But I mean, I don't know.
Can I just say real quickly on your football point? We've seen where football actually does win finals, like Argentina against France, right? We've got to remember where football actually does win, right? Barcelona should be winning the Champions League, but they're messing about. Hopefully PSG win this Champions League because, like I said, man, I'm a football fan as well. I want to see good football come back.
Well, in fairness, even into the way the Inter played, at least they played. They played some good football. They played a lot better. They played a lot better than we have in certain games. But I agree with you. Chelsea will probably win the. While Chelsea and Betis, at least both of them played good football. So I suspect one of them will win. But
all right. Listen, I'm gonna let you close out the show, because you said you're about to go. But just one final.
At midnight. So, but I'll probably maybe round us up the next 10 minutes because to be honest, I just don't really know how to. I'm now speechless now because it's just like
okay, bro. I'll say one more thing, then I'll leave you to it, bro. I really hope that the fans that can use their power to do some more of these protests, right? I hope this turns on. This is obviously the right time to do it. It should have been the right time before anyway, because we saw in the league we're slowly just eroding. Like we're slowly sinking. Every year we're winning these trophies. It's been
Eddie. We're the new Everton, and arguably Everton are doing better than us. Remember when Everton were like competing for
trophies before tonight?
Sorry.
So still, the team was still winning trophies before.
Yeah, I know, but as Ollie said, to a certain extent, if we're honest, it was hiding the cracks but we could have at least. But the reality is the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, even Ten Hag's tenure, gave us false hope. It gave us hope that United were still relevant, that we could still compete with the big boys, that we could still do something. The reality in this, what this whole season has shown, and ultimately what this final has shown, is that United are not that, and have not been that for a while. And yes, we won trophies, but I'm using Newcastle example again. Newcastle have also won trophies, but in their last 2 or 3 seasons, they've been finishing the top 6 or 7. So Arsenal, as much as I want to banter them about them not winning trophies, at the end of the day, they've still been consistently second.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm going to be saying next season, you know what? As much as people saying Arteta being sacked, but no one will tell you next season Arsenal are going to finish in less than top 5. I don't anticipate Arsenal finishing top 5. I anticipate City getting better next season. We look at United and go, so do I think United can even finish in the top 10 next season? Legit, top 10 is the goal for next season.
Okay, let me say one thing here,
Yeah,
RDS, right? I know this is not a formula to follow, but it's possible because it's been shown, right? Nottingham Forest, I think they finished, what was it, 17th last season?
Yeah.
And then I don't know what they did to jump up all that way, right? So what I'm trying to say is it's been done to jump up all the way back to relevance. And they don't even play that great football, do they?
It is. But the thing is, it's just it is. But the thing is that like the expectation on Forest United are too different, and also there's just the fact that there's wages as well. So I mean, I want my time back, mate. Yeah, I want my time back as well. Don Smoke. No, Don Smoke. I'm not letting you in. No. Sorry, Don. Nah. That's all I've done. I'm not, especially someone who's not been here a while. No. I'm not letting you in. This is United crush. If you want to cook me and cook United fans, you need to go on HH's channel, man.
I was just about to say, bro. I've been watching you on HH's show. I swear I've not seen Don Smoke in ages.
Yeah, I can't let you in, buddy. Especially given the fact that you were nowhere to, much as you're cooking me here now, you were nowhere to be seen when we beat you in the FA Cup final last year. So I can't let you come in and cook. And cook us now when you were nowhere to be seen last year when we got to the FA Cup final. So I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I know I'm a hater. It's fine, but you can on Patrick or Thingy's channel cook me. Okay, so that's fine. You were arrested. Okay, well, okay, that's fair enough. Okay, I was arrested. That's fair enough, and I'm sorry about that, bro. But I can't let you in. I can't let you in, bro. This is. I'm not in one of those things that I'm taking bad to a saga. So I'll save that for HH's cooking when I hopefully get on. But yeah, I can't. I'm in a very, very, very bad mood right now.
So can I ask you quickly, RDS? Yeah. So if you're not watching, no, I'm saying if you don't watch United as much, like, do you reckon? Oh, you're gonna go on loan, innit, or just fully transfer?
No. I just don't think I'm just gonna really. I certainly not be as emotionally as invested. I like a lot of people, United fan channels will do. Oh, look, we're signing this players. I'm not that. Even with the Cunha deal, I wasn't that enthusiastic. I'm not that enthusiastic. So for me, United will just be kind of. I think what I'm gonna do, if I'm honest, and I might make one to feature this channel. Because I have a second channel, Red Devil Studio Extra, which guys, you're more than willing to join. But I'm going to be probably watching a lot more other leagues. So I may do some United watch longs. I'll probably do nice for big games. But I'll probably spend a lot more time watching other leagues, other teams, United, Real Madrid, Barca, Liverpool, etc. I don't think I can really watch this team anymore. So I will watch United for maybe cup games or some big games, but your general routine, the mill games, I won't.
I just gotta say one more thing on
Oh, sorry.
right?
Before if we even, I just want to
Yeah.
Mega is right about this. Like the reality is that like a lot of this, of course, Dorgu, and in fairness, him and Zirkzman, a lot of recovery tackles, but
Yeah.
a lot of where we are, in my opinion, is because of Ten Hag's decisions on who to sell, but also who we brought in.
But that would be the club as well, won't it?
And the club, and the club. 72 million on Rasmus was one of the worst things that I think the club has ever done. Mason Mount, for 60-something million, a guy who doesn't get fit, who, yes, has one odd good performance. He had one good, I liked what Mount did against Bilbao at home, but we were 3-0 up, and he's been injured most of the season. I never got why fans were gassing him as if somehow he's now the second coming of Jesus or something. Sure, it's not why. It's not he didn't buy him, but he started him. There were a lot of players that were brought in from from Ten Hag that really just didn't work. But yeah,
Can I just say something on that real quick?
Last thing, yeah, I'll round up in a second.
Yeah. I just want to say something on that, and then I'll say my other last point, if you don't mind. Yeah, it's got to be the club overall that's at fault for what's going on, because for me, like Ten Hag, like is a proper coach in terms of what he was doing before he got the Man United job. Yeah, he was playing ball, right? He had formulas. So why would he come into Man United and then all of a sudden, quick fix time? So someone's put pressure on him, right? Who's that? It's got to be the hierarchy, right? That's what I take from that. And then in terms of Man United's players, if Amorim's the real deal, he will stop with this whole backing Bruno, backing Maguire. These two guys, overall, they're bricks, they're bricks, because the only reason Maguire is doing well now is because the standard is in the bin, The team is just above relegation. This is what this guy's used to, I think he's got four relegations. That's why he's actually looked good, because the standards have been in the bin, right? And he's been the one to step up. Bruno, we've seen it in this game. Before that Spurs goal, lost the ball 2 times he wasn't under pressure. Lost the ball away. He does this. You've seen the RDS. He does this as a formula. And then in previous games, he'll come up with
it was sorry to interrupt, Jedi. It was funny to me seeing so many fans from players from United and other people saying, I wouldn't sell Bruno. Saudi comes in for 100 with a offer of like 120 mil. And I was like, no, I wouldn't. He's priceless. He's something like that. I'm like, I wonder if those guys are still saying that now. Now that we have no European football, when clubs are going to see that we're desperate to sign players, when players are, I think 120 million is going to be useful. I think 120 mil for a 30-year-old is going to be very useful. So if Saudi are offering 120 mil for Bruno, you pack his bags, you give it to him, you say, thank you for your service to the club, coolios, goodbye, and you reinvest that.
70, 80 million. I'm taking 50. Look, the standard needs to be improved. But anyway, I've said most of my point there. RDS, probably catch you in the future. For something. Because you've been obviously a great host since I even started YouTube stuff. Right now, I don't do like the commentary. Right now, I do more animation. So I might try and link up with you.
Stick with that, man. Just
less stress.
It's less stress.
But anyway, big up. Everyone hit the like and subscribe, and I'll catch you later.
Peace, Ellie. Peace. Take care. Right, we're gonna round up here, guys. Really, really disappointing. I don't know where we go from here. All I know is that this club is finished now. And the only thing that will bring muscle is that if I get a full sale and I see Qatar as soon as they announce Qatari ownership, I'm not interested in what United do over the summer, next season, nothing. Waste of space. The club, the players, the manager, the team, the hierarchy, the medical staff, everything about this institution is rotten to the core from top to bottom, man. Top to bottom. Trash. Have a nice day, guys, and cheers. Peace. Oh, there's a comment. We really conceded that goal. Yeah, we did. We did. But again, but this is the thing, is that like to finish it off, the thing is, as frustrated as I am, I shouldn't really be surprised. Because this is basically United's nature the whole season. Poor defensively, sloppy mistakes to concede, and can't score. That's it. I don't know what Glenn Hoddle was talking about. Like Spurs have been in garbage. It was like a meme. Yeah, that's Manchester United are a meme though. Manchester United are a meme, Mega. They are. Anyway, I'm bouncing. I'm tired. Have a nice day, guys, and cheers. Peace.